On the 6th of March of 2021, I am doing the David Goggins 4x4x48 challenge, which is where you run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. So that's 48 miles in total. And I'm doing it for charity. And the charity I've decided to raise money for is Mind, which is a mental health charity. And everybody deserves the help they need, especially when it comes to their mental health. So please donate if you're able to. Link in the description down below. So today I want to do a little training block just to basically see how I feel running multiple 4 milers in a day, and I also want to figure out my nutrition and my recovery. So we're doing we're doing 3 4-mile runs, and we're doing one at 8 AM, 12 PM and 4 PM. Woke up at about 6:30 this morning after having a decent 8 hours. Here's me making my first meal of the day. That's how you cut your fingers off. And it's basically just a cinnamon and raisin bagel with some butter and jam on it, and of course a cup of tea. It's about 382 calories. I want to keep it quite light because obviously I've only got an hour and a half basically until my run, so I basically just chilled out for an hour, let that go down, and it's time to go on the first run. Over a mile in, doing about just under a 10-minute mile pace, and that's really exactly where I want to be. We're over halfway, feels good. My calves do feel so tight and the bottom of my feet is sore, which is concerning because this is my first run. And I don't particularly want to be feeling bad after my first run because when it comes to the day to do 12 4-mile runs, I want to be feeling fresh for at least 6. So I think the next couple of weeks before the run, lots of calf raises, loads of shin raises, lots of stretching, lots of rolling out. I think I need to roll out the bottom of my feet as well. I think that's why just above my ankles getting really tight. I don't know, I'm not a physio. Let's keep going. Another reach. That's the first one done. Wasn't too bad. Did a bit too quick though. Don't want to be doing it that quick. So I finished 4 miles in 38 minutes. Pretty average time, but thinking that I'm going to do another 11 of these in 2 weeks time in a row, I think I'm probably going to have to drop that pace down to about 10-minute miles, 10:30 maybe. But honestly, I'm trying to see how I feel, and yeah, I'm interested to see what my next run time will be. The legs are warmed up now, so they're not sore anymore, so we'll see. That looks lovely. So I think when it comes to this challenge, stretching and recovery is going to be so important, and it's going to be the part I'm not going to want to do the most, because I know for a fact when I do these midnight 4 in the morning runs, all I'm going to want to do is just get straight into bed. So I just need to make sure I do this, because if I don't, I am just going to break myself. And one thing I can't let happen on this challenge is get injured. So plenty of stretching. So according to my Garmin, I burn nearly 600 calories doing a 4-mile run. So that means that during these runs, I need to consume about 600 calories and a bit more. So I'm not too sure I'm gonna do it. I think it's gonna be a lot of bagels, a lot of Nutella to get just a lot of carbs and fats in, and then I'll have the odd protein shake on the legs to get protein in, but we'll see. This is the whole point of doing this day, is to figure out if I can actually hit maybe probably 800 calories each section so I can be fueled correctly, but we'll give it a go. Nutella. I never, ever, I can't even remember the last time I had any Nutella. However, per 15 grams, there's 80 calories, so I'm sure I'm gonna chuck a decent amount on these bagels now. We'll see how it is. The only downside, I thought, because of this is made out of nuts, it'd have more protein in, but it doesn't. There's about 1 gram of protein per 15 grams, which is quite shit, but it is what it is. Bagel, Nutella, cup of tea, and about 450 calories. About to go for another run. I'm also about to chow down on about 7 sweets, and I'll speak to you when I'm back. Don't feel too bad, just had a nap. Legs are a bit sore, but they are after a 4-mile run, so I think I'll be okay. And we are back. That was a solid run. 4 miles, did in like 36 minutes, so nearly 2 minutes quicker than the last run, which I didn't do on purpose. It's because I was betterly fueled for this run. First, I had my music on. I was running, right? There was about 10 runners in front of me, all running in a group, and I was like, I want them. The Rocky song came on, and I was like, they're having it. And I ended up doing a mile like under 8 minutes, I think, but hey ho. Definitely need to learn how to pace myself, because near the end there, my feet are getting sore. Definitely feel like I need to stretch out my right hip, because that's a bit like niggly, but calves felt perfect. Next run, I'm definitely gonna try and just run 10-minute miles and just cruise it and see what that's like. But that was a really solid run and I enjoyed it. And it's weird, I'm like looking forward to going my next one now, which is great. So yeah, it's time to get some food and refuel and stretch out and do this all over again. What do you have to say for yourself, Cappuccino?
Stay fucking hard!
Coca-Cola's a weird one. Did not think I'd be having Coca-Cola when trying to figure out the nutrition for this run. The only reason I'm drinking this is because I've watched a lot of documentaries recently about ultra-marathon runners, and they all drink Coke on their rest stops. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. However, I've just taken it straight out of the fridge and opened it, and it's fizzy. I think the majority of them drink it flat. So they can just drink it quick and they can get going. But apparently, Coke helps massively with bloating. And at the later stages at an ultra marathon, they can't really stomach food anymore. And Coke is basically just a good way to get calories in, because it's what, 139 calories a can. But yeah, and there's caffeine in there, lots of sugar. So it's gonna get you going. So it's currently, so I would have also drank it flat, but I know I've got time, so I'd rather enjoy it. So it's 1:45 now, so this will probably be the last thing I'll drink now, as well as water, and I'll probably just have a couple of sweets before going again, and then that'll be us done for today. I went into my third run feeling really good and confident. Completely forgot to click record to say that I was going, but I did go. So here's me 40 minutes after.
Done. Yeah, that last one was really hard. Did it in 40 minutes, 13 seconds, 10:02 pace. I don't know if it's like a mental thing, knowing that this is my last one, so it's gonna be harder. So I don't know if I'll feel like this on the actual event and the challenge, but my right hip is killing me. So I've got 2 weeks now, so it's time to identify what that problem is and try and fix it beforehand. But I'm happy with today. I was really confident, but now after that last run, I'm not sure anymore. I've never ever had a sore hip when running before, and that was the first time. So I'm trying to think about what happened and what caused it. And on the second run, when I was running, I went past a bollard and I hit my hip against the bollard and I was like, ooh, that's sore. So it could be that, hopefully it's that, because that means it'll just settle down quite quickly. However, I also think it's just because my hips have been really tight. So stretch my hip flexors out, stretch the rest of my legs, and I think I'll be fine. Do some foam rolling on the old IT band, and yeah, we should be good. But I'm not particularly wanting my dinner just yet, so I'm gonna have another protein shake now, and then we'll have my dinner a bit later on. But whew, it's been a good day. I'm so proud of myself, because going out and doing 3-4 mile runs is not the most appealing sort of things to do, so just getting out and getting it done is good. I feel good.
That's that, and I'm really happy with the nutrition side of things. I've decided that I'm probably going to be eating a bagel after most of the runs, either with Nutella or some jam on it, and making sure I have at least a couple of substantial meals throughout the challenge. So that's either going to be like beans on toast or some sort of pasta dish, and then probably going to have them after my 12 PM runs and after my 8 PM runs. And yeah, the thing is, there's enough time. There's 2.5 to 3 hours to let your food go down, so I should be alright. Eat plenty of sweets. I'm definitely going to be drinking Coke, that did help me massively. But also making sure that I just get loads of carbs and loads of fats, and making sure I hit my protein target for the day, just to help with recovery, really. I think after that third run, obviously there became issues with my right hip. So gonna spend these next couple of weeks now just stretching out, rolling out, and just trying to strengthen my legs as much as I can in that time. So I'm gonna be doing plenty of calf raises, shin raises, and everything like that. I think this will be a really, really tough challenge, and I think I'm definitely being a bit too optimistic with how I'm gonna perform. I wanna go into it and just try and run it all. However, after that day, if I get pain like that in my hip again on the challenge, I will 100% need to walk, because as I said in the video, I really cannot risk getting injured. And you might think that it's quite stupid me doing this challenge if I don't want that, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Whatever happens, I will finish it. And so I will be making a film, of course, of the challenge like I did when I did my Liverpool to Barry bike ride. So I'm excited to be creating that, and hopefully you guys will be looking forward to watching that. So I'm hoping this video helped you guys who are potentially doing the challenge as well, to figure out what you guys need to do for your nutrition and your recovery. But obviously everybody's different, so I definitely urge you all, if you are planning on doing the challenge, at least spend a day doing a couple of 4 mile runs, just seeing how you feel, and test out what you're going to be doing on the actual challenge day. But if you could please donate to my charity, that'll be absolutely unbelievable. Obviously, we're raising money for Mind, which is a mental health charity here in the UK, and I've set a goal of £500. I would like to hit that before we do the run. However, I doubt that'll happen. We're currently on £160, so anything you can donate to help, that'll be greatly appreciated. But that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. And the next video will be me completing the 4x4x48 challenge. So let's do it. Nice one, guys. Goodbye.